You could thank me now.
Coming into this upcoming season, James Winston has a lot to prove. Being the number 1 overall pick, the Bucks desperately hope he could change their franchise and turn it around. Currently, Winston's 18-27 as a starter. It also doesn't help that he has multiple off-the-field issues. If you haven't heard, he's been suspended for 3 games for violating personal conduct policy. Now, a lot of people will say the reason why he doesn't really blossom in the NFL because of his division, which features him being an NFC South that has 3 Super Bowl quarterbacks, one who's actually won a Super Bowl ring. So that has a lot to attribute to his lack of success. Meanwhile, his counterpart, Marcus Mariota, has been to 1 playoff game and has succeeded under a lot of pressure. So we have to look at James Winston and his overall team. Why is it that they're not so successful? One thing I didn't like what the Buccaneers really did was fire Lovie Smith. I actually preferred him over Dirk Cutter. I don't believe Dirk Cutter was the right man to become the head coach because there's clearly something wrong with that franchise. They had the requisite weapons and some key pieces on defense that, makes you think, well, why can't they do so well? And think about it like this way, guys. If Cam Newton had James Winston's weapons, they would have definitely won a couple of rings by now at this point, or at least one. So what's the excuse for James Winston? Now, I know people will say, his completion percentage has improved, and which it has actually, but still, nonetheless, we're going to be looking back from this and we're going to think, wow, if the Buccaneers have taken character consideration into a factor, maybe they would have chose Marcus Mariota instead of James Winston. But with these type of things, you guys, you never know. And typically when a rookie quarterback, is drafted, they like to give him a 4 to 5 year window to see what he can really do. Just look at Blake Bortles and how many years he's been in the league before he actually had that time to really blossom and really, get out there and finally be on the map. Now with James Winston, the Bucks are looking carefully and thinking, are we going to get this guy a contract extension, or are we going to possibly shop him somewhere, or are we going to draft another quarterback to fight for that starting position the next couple years? Who knows, guys? With these things, it's kind of hard to tell who's going to be a bust or whatnot when you draft them, but I do know that taking character consideration does help a lot, because James Winston has had issues when he was at college, so there's a lot to think about. So if I'm the Bucks right now, I'm looking at this season as a pivotal point for James Winston. If he can't at least get this team 9-7 or at least 10 games, I understand he's suspended for 3 games and those are all against tough opponents, which he more than likely wasn't going to win. I'm not saying he would have lost. I'm not saying would have won, but you're going against the Saints, Steelers, and Eagles. Those are pretty tough opponents, guys. So let me know in the comment section below if you think James Winston will turn out to become a bust, or if you think there's any other player who's been in the league for 3 to 5 years and you think they're a bust as well. And also, guys, I just got a new mic. I don't know if you can tell, but let me know how I'm sounding. I would appreciate your feedback. And if you're new, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment on the video. And I am